Hello everyone. It has been a little bit of time since I've been on here, but I have had a request. I'm going to try to see if I can actually get some decent lighting. Or a gift card holder. So I have been posting it all over my page, my feed, and somebody asked where they would find the instructions. So I said I would quickly hop on and just show you how to make one because I need to make some more. So this is what we're talking about, this cute little gift card holder. Pretty simple, just uses your fancy paper. You could put something pretty on the front if you want for you, you could fancy that up for sure. And then in here, we're gonna put a little thing that says to and from, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and make another one of these. So what you will need is a piece of cardstock, and you are going to cut a piece that is 3 inches by 11. Okay, so 3 by 11. And then you are going to take this piece and you are going to score it twice. And so you're going to score it first at 3. And then you're going to score it a second time at 7 1/4. Okay. We're gonna need that again. All right, so then you're just gonna fold those pieces over. And you can see that's essentially your holder, okay? So that's the top flap, this is gonna be the inside. We're not gonna put any holes in anything until we have put the DSP. So my preference is to put my sort of busy, fancy DSP on the top and then a subtle DSP on the bottom. That's just how I do it. You can do it however you like, of course. So our dimensions for all of our DSP are gonna be 2 7/8 across. This one's a square, 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. This bottom one is 2 7/8 by 3 5/8. Okay? So I want this one to be 2 7/8. I clearly have some adhesive on here somewhere. Oh, there it is. By 2 7/8. And then our bottom piece is going to be 2 7/8. So my piece is crooked here, so I'm gonna get kind of creative. I'm actually gonna cut it at 3 because I have to fix it. And then it's gonna be 3 5/8. Okay, so now I'm going to fix that. Neither edge here is straight because obviously I was cutting with scissors. So let's see if we can even use this piece in the end. I really should have figured that out first. All right, so 2 7/8. Oh yeah, we got loads of room. Oh, I need to put a new blade in here though. I said that the last time and I still haven't done it. And then 3 by 5/8. Okay. And then your inside piece is going to depend a little bit on where you press the hole, punch your hole. Either way, it's going to have to be 2 5/8. So I'm going, or 7/8, pardon me, 2 7/8. And then I can only have mine be so big because of the way this piece of paper is. So I'm gonna start with that and then go from there. Okay, so we have all the pieces. So you're just literally going to adhere them. You're gonna punch some holes and you're gonna be done. All right, so this is going so that it will be on the bottom. And then this other piece is going to go so it is our front flap. Make sure you have your design running whichever direction you want. And you have small borders, so that's why I'm using the Tombow, because I have a little bit more wiggle room. Okay. So there are those two pieces. Now, what I have used, sorry, just trying to find it. I have used this retired Perfect Label, or I can't even remember what this punch was called. I have used this punch as the little slot that your gift card goes into. So if you don't have that, what you're going to need is some sort of punch or die that's going to allow you to make a slit in your paper. Or if you're really good with an X-Acto knife, you could do that. So any type of punch, any type of die, even if you had some sort of circle, you could just like repeat the circle over and over. So you are going to have to figure out what works for you. This is what worked for me. What I have found though is the gift cards have grown in size, so you just need to make sure you figure out how long you want it to be. So I just kind of went down a little ways and then I just punched through. You want to punch through both layers or cut through, die cut, whatever you're using, so that it lines up and looks pretty. And then you're going to want to make sure it's centered if you're picky, like I am. If you're not, it doesn't really matter. Really, your gift card is going to cover it anyway. Okay, so now you have the opening for your gift card. Oops, that's not my recycling. Now you are going to, I guess you don't need to use, but I have chosen to use tear and tape because it is a strong adhesive. So you just need a strip of tear and tape on the inside, only at the top. I suppose you could put it down the edges if you wanted as well, so that the gift card, it's sealed everywhere, but I did not. So you just need that piece of tear tape. Make sure it's lining up. All right, and then I'll just show you how that's gonna work. So your gift card just slides in. So, ta-da, it's pretty perfect. Now, we wanna run the ribbon. So I've just got a hole punch. Again, any sort of hole punch or a die, you could use a different shape, doesn't have to be a circle. Could be, you know, a star, a little diamond, whatever you want that you're gonna be able to get your ribbon through. And then I just centered it. I kept it fairly close to this edge and then just punched through both layers. Okay. Then here on the inside is where I was going to stick just this little piece of white and then just a little, you can either stamp it to from, whatever you like. I was using the stamp that was in this year's Paper Pumpkin. It had a really cute to and from. And then just some ribbon. Like I said, if you wanted it to be fancier, you could do a shape, some sort of die cut shape, or another label with like a Merry Christmas or something. That would be pretty. So we could do that just for fun. Okay, so I'm going to use, I've been wanting to use this ribbon. I can't remember what length I was doing, so we're gonna just, basically I'm running it through the top. I'm wrapping it around. I'll take it out so that we can figure out how long we want it. I know that that is too long. I love this DSP, but I appreciate that not everyone might think this is the Christmassiest of colors. Okay, and then I was just tying a bow. And Bob is your uncle. So I will take that off and I'll let you know how much ribbon. And then I'll show you the other trick that I was doing. Oh, hi, Carol. Okay, so let's take that right off. And then I can let you know the dimensions on the ribbon. Let's get my ruler so we can do it in inches. It's funny how we're metric, but we do everything in inches. So 12. You need roughly 20 inches of ribbon. Okay, 20 inches of ribbon. So if you are just tuning in, it's a piece of cardstock that is 3 by 11, and it is scored at 3 and 7 1/4. And then your DSP is a 2 7/8 square, and then a 2 7/8 by 3 5/8. Okay, so now that I've already, hello Tammy, here you go, here it is. So you might have to go back to get the dimensions. But now, because I've already cut this ribbon, I wanna make sure that it's gonna be roughly even because I like my bow to be even. Okay, and then we're just gonna tie that bow. So obviously you're gonna have popped the gift card inside. Now, the other thing I did is once I had it tied, I was happy with sort of that it was roughly in the middle, because now I'm gonna have to untie it to put the gift card in. I took another bit of tear tape. You could take a glue dot. You don't have to do this step if you don't want to, but this way your recipient is not going to lose the ribbon. And I just lifted up the ribbon, put down the tear tape, and that way the ribbon is stuck on the back as well. So it's not gonna fall off, okay? So let's open this back up. So now you can sort of see the ribbon's not going anywhere. It's stuck on there. We're gonna take this, we're gonna stamp our to and our from. So like I said, I was using this is the paper pumpkin from November's paper pumpkin, which was super cute, but it had this really great to and from. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to stamp it up in mint. That on there. That's going to be on the inside, and just for fun we'll do something on the outside just to show you how you could fancy it up. Now I'm going to use my seal. I'm going to cut that because that's bothering me. Okay, that's on the inside. So if you have pretty DSP, I mean, like, there is so much you could do with this, right? Okay, let's tie this back up again. And then we'll put a little something on the front. to make it fancier if you want. I was just making these, basically I had a request for something to make giving a gift card a little bit prettier than just, you know, the envelope that comes from the store. Okay, so now why don't we, just because I've got this stamp set out, I'm going to use this Merry Christmas. And I'm going to get a piece of white. Gonna get the mint. Actually, this time I'm gonna get the Mossy Meadow. So that's the other color in here. So I'm going to ink up the Mary. And then I am going to clean that. And then I'm going to ink up the Christmas below it. My Mossy Meadow is really weird, so it doesn't always ink up very nice. I'm going to try to center that. Yeah, see how it's faded? I'm gonna try that again. I know you're gonna say I need to re-ink, but it doesn't even hold my re-inker very well. But these are clear, so hopefully you're not gonna get my head in here. I'm just gonna try stamping over it. See if I can get it lined up. Okay. Oh, you did get my head in there. Sorry. Okay, close that. And now I'm hoping it's gonna fit in this punch. Yes, perfect. We're going to punch it out. And then we are also going to use some more of this DSP. We're gonna cut, not with our ribbon scissors, we're not. We're gonna cut this in half. I just had my seal. No, there it is. So this is, like I said, this is extra. This is just if you wanted to have something more on the outside. I've been keeping mine pretty simple, especially in case people are still putting this inside of a bigger card or they're mailing it. That way it's not going to make anything too bulky. And then of course, all I have on my desk is black dimensionals. All right, then we're gonna just take some dimensionals. And we're gonna be done. So there you have it. So there is one that's a little more fancied up. Here is the original that did not have any extra greeting on the outside. So depending on who you're giving it to, how you're delivering, whether it's going in the mail, whether it's under the tree, whether you're hand delivering it, you have got your perfect little gift holders. So hopefully that answers your questions. I know people were loving what they were seeing, so hopefully now you can make your own. All right, thanks. Oh, sorry, Tammy, I didn't see your question. What is your option if you don't have the slot punch? So what I had suggested is if you have any sort of die that is going to give you some sort of straight line, or even if you have a hole punch and you just punch across a bunch of times, right? That will give you a slit to put the gift card in. You could even just use scissors to create like a little rectangle. So anything that's going to give you some sort of rectangle type thing that's going to be big enough to fit your gift card. All right, thanks.